Hey, Kevin David Rail here, reporting live from my apartment. And you may be wondering why I'm shirtless, and that is a very good reason why I'm shirtless, because I was just practicing my posing. And if you take something seriously, folks, you've got to practice it every single day, even if it's for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or less, it doesn't matter. If you have a skill you're trying to develop, practice it every single day. Whether it's Indian clubs, kettlebells, posing, going on stage in a bodybuilding competition, or if it's you're trying to practice to be a better garbage man and that's what you want to do in life, that's totally fine. I respect you for that. You've got to practice it, okay? And it's hot today too, smoldering in my apartment. Not as hot as it was in the middle of July, but it's hot enough. Okay, quick update. I am about, let's see, today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm 11 days away from taking stage for the first time in my life in the men's physique master's class 45 plus. And I'm getting more excited every day because I'm becoming more comfortable every day with my posing, because we go back to point A, which I talked about before, which is I practice every single day, at least for a couple of minutes. And if you're lucky, you might just check my reels out later and see a post of me practicing my posing. As a matter of fact, I think I'm definitely going to do that. So check out my reels later. Let me talk to you a little bit about my journey so far. So I usually work in 4-week mesocycles when it comes to my workouts in the gym normally. So what that means is a mesocycle is kind of like a middle of the road time frame that you set a goal. It's kind of short term, but it's not long term. It's kind of between short term and long term. A microcycle would be like 1 week or 2 weeks, and you just want to do something really fast. And a macrocycle is a really long period of time. So if you're trying to lose, say, 50 pounds, you want to set up a macrocycle, ooh, I just dropped my water, which is going to last you about 9 to 12 months, and then you're going to break it down into tiny mesocycles and microcycles. So I work on mesocycles. Every 4 weeks I change my routines, and I do the same exact routine every 4 weeks. And the approach I'm taking with this physique competition is completely different than the normal bodybuilding mindset. My whole approach is different. My diet is different. I do fasting, okay? Number one. Number two, I crafted this amazing workout that involves kettlebells, bodyweight, free weights, and off-the-ground training, and also, what else? I think that's pretty much it. No barbells, nothing like that. And I'm following the same routine. And after I finish this whole show, I'm going to do another debriefing video, and I'm going to go more into detail about what my workouts consisted of and what they look like and how they worked for me. And honestly, I'm in week 3.5 right now, and they've been working fantastic, just as I planned. And I just drummed them up in my head before doing it. And I didn't experiment with this at all, this program that I'm doing. And I have it all jotted down too for future reference. So what I noticed is when I change my mesocycles, week 1 goes by, and the first couple days I feel like Hercules and I feel all buffed up and like filled out. By the end of that first week, it's weird because I feel kind of soft. And on my sides, I feel a little soft, like I have a little extra residual fat. And then by the end of week 2, I start feeling better, like I'm getting dialed in. And then by the end of week 3, I feel like I'm really starting to feel my definition change, and I'm feeling really tight and really solid. And then week 4 is like gravy, and then I just hit it really hard. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm in week 4. So I'm starting to feel that point, and that would be the spot I want to be in. And I've got another week next week, and I'm going to have to change my workout as the week goes on next week for prep week. And I'm working with my coach on that, which is, I highly suggest you get a coach in life, or if you're going to do an event like this, find an expert who is a coach to try to guide you through the whole process. Because I might know a ton of things about health and fitness and wellness and fasting, but I've never stepped on a stage before in a bodybuilding competition. So I got myself a prep coach. He's been great, and I've been interacting with him all along the way. He's helped me with my posing and dietary tricks and all that kind of stuff. But just know that I'm not doing 6 to 8 meals a day. I'm not doing like the typical bodybuilding type workouts in the gym. I'm doing the Kevin David Rail style that includes fasting, and it includes my own gunslinging ways. And again, I'll go more into that after the competition is over. But I got a lot of things I have to do next week in preparation that I had no idea you have to do when you're doing bodybuilding competitions, like exfoliating your skin and getting tan, like 3 tans before you go on stage, and like the dietary manipulations and stuff. Although I'm not going to have to do anything major or drastic because I'm already pretty dialed in as we speak right now. But it's all very interesting, and I don't know, we'll just see what happens. Now, I have been using a tracker called MyFitnessPal, so I'm curious, do any of you guys use trackers out there? I know they're a big deal and a big thing, and I try to avoid them because I can become obsessed with things. And I used to have a heart rate monitor, and I literally would wear it all the time, like all day long, and I'd constantly be tracking my calories, and then the calories I would burn and like my heart rate and all these other things. And I'd be in a workout, and I'd be at like 980 87 calories, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta get 1,000. So then like I would do another 10 minutes of exercise just to make sure to get to 1,000, and it became an obsession for me because I tend to get obsessed with things. So if you have a personality similar to mine, I would suggest staying away from those, or if you can regulate it, that's totally fine. But I'm curious, do any of you guys use trackers, and which ones do you use? I'm using MyFitnessPal right now, and I'm tracking every single morsel and detail of my meals, and I'm shocked at how actually calorically dense my meals are. I always just wing it because I do time-restricted eating. I eat twice a day. I don't eat 6 or 8 meals. I eat 2 really sizable meals, and the second one is my biggest one. And I figured this out over the years, that should be my biggest one because that's the longest fasting period I go into before my workouts in the morning. Like today, I went into my workout 15 hours fasted. So I needed to make sure that my meal yesterday was big enough to hold me over and have enough glycogen storage in my system to supply me for my workout. And I've been following sort of more of a low-carb diet these days by default because I've been eating a lot of keto treats and keto dishes and stuff that I've been fabricating and making and finding at places like Costco and Smith's and Whole Foods. And that's a whole different story altogether. I'll talk about that down the road. But I feel like I've been really peeling off the fat and getting really dialed in as far as my lean muscle mass is concerned. I'm super stoked about that, and it's working fantastic. So I wanted to mention, I also have to drink more water. Like my prep coach has me drinking 3/4 of a gallon a day. And the other day, I was over at my girlfriend Jen's. And by the way, Jen has been super supportive through this whole process. And I thank you for that, Jen, if you're watching this and when you watch it. Because without that support, it would be very hard to do what I'm doing. And I highly suggest if any of you else are going to do something like I'm doing, try to find a good support team. Hopefully it's a significant other or a best friend or a family member. It is rock solid, beneficial. I promise you that. So I have this bottle. It's actually this one right here. And I thought it was 20 ounces. So he wanted me doing 3/4 of a gallon of water a day from now until next week. And then he's going to do a little manipulation of it. So I thought I had to drink 5 of these. So on Saturday, I literally drank 5 of these. And come to find out the next day, I checked the actual volume of this bottle, and it's 32 ounces. So I ended up drinking 160 ounces of water, which is way over a gallon. And I was like peeing all day and all night. And I was telling Jen, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to pee all day. And I used to be that guy who had to have a gallon of water a day or my life failed to exist. And then one day when I moved to New York City and I was walking around town, I'm like, I can't possibly drink a gallon of water a day because there's just nowhere to pee. And I don't want to be having to run to the bathroom all the time. And I started cutting my water way back. And then I was like, you know what? That whole water thing is overrated. I don't buy into it anymore. And then I stopped. I literally stopped drinking a gallon a day, and I just drank how much I thought. I just drank intuitively. And I drank enough water that I felt was enough for me. So I amped it back up. I thought I was getting 3/4 of a gallon the other day. I literally drank 160 ounces. I peed all day, peed during the night, and I got the next day. I measured the bottle, and it's 32 ounces. So literally, I only need to drink 3 of these, not 5. So I scaled it back, and then Sunday, yesterday, today, I've been drinking 3 of these, which is like 96 ounces, 3/4 of a gallon. However, what I did also notice on Saturday, my energy was through the roof. My brain function was through the roof. My mood was through the roof. And my skin felt and looked amazing come Saturday night. And Jen even noticed it without even me saying anything to her that I noticed the benefits. So I was like, holy smoke, I think I might go back to drinking a gallon a day. Maybe. What I'm definitely going to do is be more conscious of my water intake and say, absolutely, the hype is true. The more water you drink, the better you're going to feel. And Jen was telling me that it helps with your mitochondrial output too, and that is the powerhouse cells of the body, if you don't know what that means. So it fuels your energy systems too. So there are so many benefits of drinking a lot of water that it's not even funny. And I'm going to stop being stubborn, and I'm going to start drinking more water. So after this big experience, if nothing else, I've already learned that drinking water is super crucially important, and it helps you a lot. I'm going to start drinking at least 3 of those a day. Okay, and tracking is absolutely, I used to be the calorie freak. I would track every single morsel of food and beverages that I would eat when my eating disorder was out of control, because I did it in a bad way. Now I'm doing it for practical application, and it's reinvigorated me to possibly keep on trucking with my MyFitnessPal as well, because I kind of am interested in just how many calories I can put in and still maintain my weight or maintain my lean physique. And I mean, my second meal of the day, it's like 1,600 plus calories every single day, sometimes more. But it's really high in fiber, it's really high in fat, and it's moderately low in carbs once you eliminate the amount of fiber from the carbs that I'm consuming and the sugar alcohols and stuff like that are associated with some of these treats I'm having, because I like to feed my sweet tooth. So I'm getting these keto treats. And the sugar alcohols in there are from natural sources, by the way, because I do not do unnatural bunk ingredients in my diet. I keep everything clean. I keep it organic. That's one of my hashtags. Keep it organic. So that's all that update for now. Now I gotta talk about the hackers. Well, they came and stole my account on Sunday on Instagram. So if any of you follow me on Instagram or want to, I was not able to access my account anymore on Sunday evening. I was stressed about it, and they basically stole my email and my password, set up a new email and password, and I was completely locked out. I couldn't even get in there to like get the code to change things around, whatever they do. So I'm done. I'm out. So I started a new handle on Instagram, and it is fastingfitness_pro. Okay, that's my handle. You can also just look up Kevin David Rail. So please go and follow my new Instagram account. And I've already been posting a ton of stuff today. I have to keep on posting things to try to boost it up and boost it up. And that is the next wave of stuff that's going on. So that's the quick update. It wasn't really that quick. And if you have any questions or comments about my journey further, let me know. And stay tuned for my reel. I'm going to post one on my posing practice. And then hopefully I will post a couple more before the event, and you'll see my progress. I'm hoping I'm making progress. I think I am. Anyway, this is Kevin David Rail. Make sure to like and share this video as well, and make sure to drop a comment if you have any questions or comments. I think I already said that, but I'm going to be reiterative. Is that a word? I just built it. Doesn't matter. Life should be fun and enjoyed. Until next time, have a great day.